Welcome to Backwater Casting. I'm your host, Rick Greene. We're on the lake today fishing for smallmouth bass with my guest Nathan Robinson, who's an avid angler and a fantastic photographer. There we go. And 5 minutes into the day and we're into a fish. That's all right. There he is. That's actually a nice fish too. Decent. Don't you hurt me. Yeah. He looked bigger in the water, just like always. They look bigger in the water. There we go. So that guy was sitting out there in about 6 feet of water. He actually come up and went after Nathan's topwater there, and then I picked it up with a tube. I'm assuming it was the same fish, but we'll go back and try and get another one. So if you want to try the other way, Nathan, you'll come right over the break. Yep. Like okay. you got a shallow flat and it goes to 5 feet. Yep. You might pick them up right on the edge.
So Rick, do you prefer the 3.5-inch tube or the 4-inch?
I like the 3.5-inch tube most of the time. I mean, really, I'll just show you this one right now. The tail's a bit stretched out there, but I've won more money on that tube than just about anything else I've thrown fishing tournaments. I mean, that to me, that's just my favorite bait right there.
This time of the day, I'm not much of a popper fisherman. I prefer like more of a walk the dog, zero spook type action, but I'm fully happy with topwater. Or like sink.
There you go. Oh, oh, you took it away from him.
I give it to him though.
Nathan giveth and he taketh away.
Yeah.
Judging from where that fish came up on you, he was right on that edge. That guy's on. There you go. Jumping. He's not a real big one, but he's a fighter. Oh, he's bigger than mine. I take it back. Anything you're comfortable bringing in yourself, do it. If you want a net on anything, say so.
On the board.
Ever come after that? I just saw him come sideways. Yep. Did he ever come after it?
He just smoked it at the surface.
He did. He just come out of nowhere. Yeah, these they're so much fun. They're just as tough as all get out. Oh, look at the loon. She come right up behind us. Yes, sir. Definitely not afraid of people. You're right up behind the boat. Come on, you. There we go. Oh yeah, it's going to be good. Hooks in the bottom lip. There. So that fish hit that on the outside. She slashed at that and caught herself under the jaw. Yeah, small but mighty. Oh, there's another one. Hey, we're
doubled up now, boys.
We got a double now. We're just tearing them up. These aren't real big, but Nathan's is bigger, I think. Oh, there he goes. So mine's up. Yeah, Nathan's quite a bit bigger. There's that loon going by. There she is right beside the boat.
So Rick, what's the deal with, like we got Maine here and Canada here, what are the actual regulations on us fishing?
The way the border runs here, we launched just here, and this is Canada right here, and there's a stake on that rock over there, which is the international border. So that point is in Maine, and this point is in Canada. Now my understanding of the regulations from when we used to fish on the flowage was that as long as you don't go between 2 points of land that are Maine, they're not really going to bother you. But it is funny because, like say, half this cove is Maine and half of this cove is New Brunswick. Didn't jump, makes me afraid it's a pickerel.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think you got a smallie.
That's a smallmouth, yeah. God, they fight though. I mean, that's just crazy. That is just crazy. Oh, see, he slapped at it too. He just hit on the top of the head. So he slashed at that.
Same as the last one, wasn't it?
Yeah, the other one had it just on the bottom on the outside, and he had it right on the top on the outside.
Rick, now when you start out on, say, maybe a new body of water, will you start out fishing with more of a search bait, or will you just try and find them on your sonar and drop down on them with tubes?
Well, that's a good question, Nathan. Quite often on a new body of water, I'm going to start off with something that's fairly quick so I can cover some water and see if I can catch some fish right away. A spinner bait, a little blue fox, sometimes a top water if I'm in shallow. To find them, I find to find them on the graph, you've got to be in deeper water because I find the fish move away from the boat. So it takes deeper water to go look for them on the graph. But as far as using the Lowrance for finding stuff, like there's an edge that we just came by here. Well, you find that on the graph. And then I just back the boat off and fish that edge. But yeah, search baits to start off with, and then you can finesse them out later.
So the Zero Spook, I just typically use it for like a search bait. I like to use it a lot earlier in the day, and sometimes I'll pause it. Sometimes, most of the time, it's just kind of a steady walk the dog retrieve, and I don't find it catches a whole lot of fish. I find a lot of small fish will blow up on it and not usually catch them, but you usually get some nice fish out of it.
Looks like a half decent fish. Well, they all look big. I think that's the biggest one so far right there. Definitely the biggest one so far. Look at all the minnows he puked up. See all that stuff going. Boy, does not want to come in. Yeah, that's a nice one right there. That's a good one.
Nice fish, Rick.
They're eating well. You get a big chubby belly. That one right there would be a tournament grade fish.
That was a nice fish, Rick. How much do you think that would weigh?
That's a go to weigh-in fish. So I would say he was a mid to high 2.
Yeah, that was a nice fish.
Oh, he let it go. There he goes. So he saw that guy in the Lowrance and just kind of tossed back on him and he ate it. Oh, he's got a buddy underneath too, big one underneath. Yeah, there was a big fish underneath him too. We're gonna have to rig another follow-up bait. We could have had them both. I only had one plastic rigged. There was a bigger fish, which is typical. The bigger fish is usually the follower.
Pound for pound, they're hard to beat, eh, Rick?
I'm always looking at my sonar in the front. I got a Lowrance right there, and I just looked down and I could just see this mark on the screen. It just said, that's a bass. And I dropped down on it. He hit it, missed it the first time. He took it again, and then there was a second one underneath. I'm picking them right up on the screen. They're tucked right into the bottom, and I'm seeing them on the Lowrance, and I'm picking them right up off the screen. Pretty apparent we're going to have to rig a plastic up for Nathan too. I didn't expect they're not super big, but the boat's just pivoting on the on the talon there, and I'm seeing them.
So Rick, what's the deal with these talons that Minn Kota has come out with?
One of the questions I get asked a lot is, what's that big black thing on the back of the boat? And it's a Minn Kota talon, and what it is a power anchor. It's got a segmented spike in it, and this one's a 12-footer. I've got a remote control here, so I just hit the button. She drops that, we're in 10 or 11 feet of water here, just drops that spike right into the bottom, and it holds us in place, which is it's a great fishing tool. Have I converted you to one of these yet?
Did you get that on the blue fox? I got a Plano half full of them too.
Yeah.
I have to start using them.
3s and 4s. They're really good if you get into a situation where you're taking a kid fishing.
Yeah.
Because everything will eat them. I mean, a perch will eat it.
Yeah. Actually, my wife, I let her fish with a 16th ounce spinnerbait a lot.
Yeah.
Because anything will hit it.
There you go, buddy.
Oh, Rick's on another one with the blue fox. Look at that.
Come on. Look how clear that water is. Just, come on. There we go. None the worse for the wear. Still thrashing when he went back.
They just never give up like a largemouth, eh, Rick?
Welcome back to Backwater Casting. Well, in this part of the show, we're going to learn a little bit more about Nathan and how much he likes fishing from his kayak. That breeze will help keep the heat off a little bit anyway.
It's getting hot out here, boys.
Okay, up you come. There we go, just slid it out nice and easy. Never tore him up any. Whoa, yes sir, that's a good fish, Nathan. Yell if you want a net. That's a good fish right there, might be the big one for the day.
Oh,
come up, yeah.
It's coming.
I'll break the camera
out. On a spinnerbait bite, they feel really good.
Yeah. Yeah, everything comes to a very abrupt halt, doesn't it?
Good tournament fish.
Yep. Yeah, many a day we'd be happy to see that in the tournament.
Yeah.
He's not real big, just thinks he is. Boys. And up. Amazing how hard they pull. I mean, that is not a big fish by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
Problem with the bait caster here is I'm throwing across the point. And you got to have a good finger to throw that into the wind. Definitely going to watch my fingers with this. I got 3 sets of absolutely razor sharp trebles on there. There he is. There, save my fingers, Nathan. I'll swing him back to you and throw the net under him. Nice, fat guy, fat guy.
He is, he's got a paunch on him.
Yeah.
Look at the belly on him.
Yep.
How big do you think that one was, Rick?
Oh, easy 2.5. This is not as big. The furious jump beside the boat. Got one?
Yep.
There you go, another one. Size? No, same as mine?
Yeah.
No, yours a little bigger. We'll net any big ones so nobody gets their fingers. Those hooks are sharp, sharp, sharp. Whoa, there's one. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
We're on them now, boys. We are on them.
Hey, Rick.
Yeah. He's about the same size as the last one I had on. Well, Nathan, it's pretty obvious you've been fishing for a long time, the way you handle the gear. So how'd you get into fishing? And talk to us a little bit about kayak fishing, which is probably the opposite of what we're doing.
It's a different style of fishing than this, but something that I've learned how to fish in a kayak really thoroughly, because you can't run, 10 miles down a lake or, here and there. So you kind of have to pick your spots. I've always been someone to really enjoy nature, I guess, and enjoy wildlife, and whether it's on a boat or, fishing from shore, whatever gets me out on the water, I guess.
And kayak fishing really has exploded in popularity the last few years.
Yeah, it has, yeah. Like down in the States, they have tournaments of, 150, 200 boats, and they're drawing, purses of $30, $40, $50,000. Like,
That's
it's
real money.
Yeah, there's a fish right there.
Oh, another nice net time. He Greene right at the boat too. Nice fish. Oh.
Just about ripped that out of my hand.
Yeah. Oh no, that's tight. That was close in.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yes. 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 Yeah, he's not bad. There you go. He's off. Get a hold of him. Want a picture?
Right on. Back in the drink.
Back in the soup. Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice one, Rick.
Yeah. Too many sharp points in there that could hurt me. God.
2.5?
They don't quit. I never felt a thing. The line was just coming straight at me. So this side still seems to be the thick. He's 2 anyway. But who'd think a jerkbait bite in 78-degree water in the middle of the summer, right? I mean, so many people think of the jerkbait as a spring fall bait, but I mean, here we are in the dead of summer, very warm water. And they are just crushing them.
Yeah, Rick, maybe I'll throw this life jacket on here. It's, what are we looking at, like 16 to 20 feet?
Yep, she's getting deeper. This is a drop shot Senko. Not even a sensation of a pickup, he was just there. There we go, little buddy. Smallmouth.
He's a big one.
Big one.
He's all hurt.
He can be as big as you like till he comes to the boat.
Yeah, right. You ready?
He says, I was born ready.
Another one on the outside, Rick.
Yeah, just slapping at it. Wonder if the silver one would be better.
That was a copper blue fox.
Welcome back to Backwater Casting. Well, smallmouth bass are still cooperating. We're going to chat with Nathan a little bit about his photography work. And the first for the show, between Nathan and I, we caught a triple header.
Decent one. There's one.
There you go. Hey, we got a double. Just to save my fingers, I am netting. Oh, I got two fish on.
Yes, sir.
I got a double right here. Jackall squad minnow, hooks them both. Oh, he come off and I still got him. That's too funny. Yeah, that first fish come off and I caught him in the air. Nice. I wouldn't turn my nose down either one of them, especially that one in the tournament.
Hey, Rick. Yeah, right there, Rick. Great.
That's good. They look bigger in the net.
You just landed a double, buddy. All right, Rick.
Our first triple.
Give us a smile.
That was cool.
Yeah, Rick, have you ever had that happen before?
Actually, Nathan, that's the second time this year. In the Nackwick tournament, my partner Philip caught two on the same bait in the tournament, which is kind of neat. And I think the last time I remember doing it, it was on a Zara spook, like the one you were throwing, maybe even the same one that you were throwing this morning in the St. John River. But it doesn't happen a lot, but if they're in a group, especially spring and fall, I mean, we're midsummer, so it's a little more unusual, but in the spring and fall when they're bunched up, yeah, you could do it easily.
Yeah, Rick, that's pretty rare for that to happen. I've only really seen it happen once before myself.
While we're in picture taking mode here, why don't you take a minute and tell the folks a little bit about natural light photo and film?
So yeah, natural light, Rick. I don't know, it's kind of snowballing on me. Really, last December or November, I decided to buy a camera, and I actually bought it to take video with, and for some just hunting and fishing trips with the buddies, and I just started taking pictures throughout the winter, and here we are. Donald Patterson, he invited me or asked me if I'd want to do the photography for the NBSFA, and it's just gone from there.
You got a bass.
Smallie. What were you saying, Rick?
I think that most of the time, most of the bass are in deeper water, but it depends a lot on the forage.
Yeah.
And I mean, as we've seen today, the rule doesn't always apply because we've been catching them. Oh, there's another, I got one too. Oh, mine's gone. Yours is bigger. Look at him fight. He felt bigger. This is mono. I'm used to fishing it on braid. He's under your line. Watch, he doesn't jump. Right now, he's still going where he wants. There he comes. Does seem odd to be getting them on jerk baits in the heat of the summer, but they're feeding. Come on up. There we go.
We won't ask questions, we'll just catch them, eh?
You got one too?
Yeah.
No. Not all bad for that, buddy. I had to put him back.
That's a better one.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, Rick, ever since I picked up this copper blue fox, it's working pretty good, still working great.
Yeah. It's definitely different when you switch from braid to mono, boys. It's just like setting a hook on a rubber band. Now he's gonna fight harder.
Unreal, the strength of those smallmouth, eh, Rick?
He's gonna fight harder now. Digging for the bottom. Come on. Okay, so where is he? I'm just trying to see where he's got that. Yeah, glad I didn't get my hands in there right away because he got rid of the second set of hooks. Size?
No. Same. That mark right there.
Come on. How big's yours, Nathan? Oh, no, that's nice. We get a nice pair here.
Oh yeah, he's a solid fish.
Yeah, no, nice. That's, yeah, yours is big. Yeah, yours is quite a bit bigger than mine. At least a pound, maybe a pound and a half more.
It's a lot bigger than I thought it was.
You got a really nice one there. That's a good one.
2 1/4, 2 3/4.
Good. Geez, that's a big fish. Yeah, that's a good one right there. That's a picture taking fish, man. Yeah, in the corner.
Nice.
Up nice and high. Awesomeness.
Beauty. Oh,
Yeah,
solid.
yeah.
Yeah, solid fish. Probably 2 1/2.
Oh, that was almost 3 pounds.
3 pounds.
Well, Nathan, that was a lot of fun today. Unfortunately, we got our trip cut short a little bit. We got a thunderstorm coming in, and that would be one of my tips for the day. Don't mess around with lightning on the water. Lightning's attracted to the high spot. When you're out there in the water in a boat, you're it. So we heard that, and we started watching the sky, and then when we were sure it was thunder, we ran back quite hard to get back up here to the ramp. We had a great day out there with Nathan today. Caught lots of smallmouth, explored some new water that I haven't seen here before. Marked some new rocks that we'd never seen before. Fortunately, we didn't mark them with the prop. And all in all, we had a great day today. Lots of fun fishing smallmouth out here.